What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with a Chaos Dragon Shaddoll deck profile. But before we jump into this deck profile, we want to tell you guys, go check out the Team FTK channel. We want to give guys a shout out. We did a guest upload on that channel, so be sure to go over there, show some love to them guys. Check out the video. If you like their content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also put hashtag Biscuitville in the comments. Let them know we sent you there. But let's jump into this deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. We're running 3 Shaddoll Beast. Shaddoll Beast is a very good card. One of the best Shaddolls that you got. It's going to let you be able to draw as many cards as you need. In the aspect of, if it's sent to the graveyard off of a card effect, you're going to draw 1 card. If he's flipped face up, you're going to draw 2 cards, discard 1. So it's very useful. We're running 2 Shaddoll Dragon. Dragon I still feel is good at 2. You want to be able to make sure that you can pop the back row. And also too, if he's flipped face up, to be able to return a card is very useful. We're also running 2 Squamatus. Squamatus, any Shaddoll you want him to be. When he's sent to the graveyard off a card effect, you're going to get to be able to send another Shaddoll card. Also too, if he's flipped face up, be able to pop a monster is very useful too. We're also running 2 Shaddoll Hedgehog. Hedgehog is very, very crucial to be able to make sure that you can search out any of your Shaddoll monsters and add them to the hand whenever you send off a card effect. Also too, if you have that rare situation where you're having to go and you don't have your Shaddoll fusion in hand, you can set it face down, flip it face up, and then just get the Shaddoll fusion that you need. That way you can get your pluses start happening for you. We're also running 3 Shaddoll Falco. Falco, I feel right now, with Construct being back at 1, you want to be able to make sure that you can keep getting Construct out of the graveyard whenever you want to. So making sure that you can run 3 Falco is going to be able to warn itself if they're sent off a card effect. Also too, if it's flipped, to be able to get one of your Shaddolls is very useful. So you want to be able to see this card when you want to see it. We're also running the honorary Shaddoll, mathematician. He's going to always do a Kamehameha on you. He's going to always be able to foolish one of your Shaddolls. Usually you want to send your Squamata first. That way it opens up all of them. That way if you want to, you can send your Beast, you can send your Falco, whatever you will play you want to make. But having Beast on, Mathematician on field is very useful too, because if they destroy him off the battle, you're going to get to draw a card, so that helps you with your pluses too. For our Chaos engine, we're running the 1 Chaos Dragon Liveneer, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and the 1 Dark Arm Dragon. All these monsters are very useful depending on what situation you're in. Liveneer is going to be able to pop, to reborn, things like that. But also the main thing is a 3K attacker. Red MD is going to be able to special summon those dragons back. Just keep putting pressure on board. And our Dark Arm Dragon is going to make sure we keep that field cleared. And, if they get too much over there, banish out 3, get that field clear, go for the OTK. We're also running 2 the Light Pulsar Dragon. This goes good in tandem with the Red MD to help us to be able to get that loop going that we need going. Also too, if it's in the graveyard, it's very useful to be able to pitch cards from out of your hand, a light and a dark, to be able to special summon back. So that's very useful. We're also running the mini babies with 2 black, 2 white, and 1 Eclipse. This is very useful depending on how you want to set up your deck. To me, I like the 2-2 ratio to 1. Very useful to me. Helps me get the searches. It helps to keep the deck rolling. Also running 1 Destrudo just to be able to help to keep an extra tuner on board. Get some of those good plays and extra keep monsters on board that you want to keep on board. And lastly, for the monsters, we're running 3 Effect Veiler. Because this deck really, there's other hand traps you can get, the Ash Blossom, but this deck really likes those light monsters, and to be able to have an Effect Veiler in hand to just stop that monster effect for that moment is very useful and can help you get a lot of plays going when you need to. But that is it for our monsters. For the spell cards, we're running 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Shaddoll Fusion is just very good. It is what opens this deck up. You want to go second most of the time in this deck, and this is a go on second build. But like I said, Shaddoll Fusion is going to help you get those fusions out there that you want to and keep getting those pluses. Same thing, we're running 3 El Shaddoll Fusion. This can help to make sure you get that OTK board going. Also too, if you know you have cards in hand, you didn't want to put them on the field, you want to feel your opponent out, you can have this set face down, and fusion from summon from the hand is very useful. We're also running the 1 super polymerization. This is what, you know, Shaddoll's is what got this card banned, so it makes good sense that we run this card. Also too, it's good to be able to take our opponent's monsters whenever they get a little crazy or a little shady on that side of the field. So go ahead and run super poly, they can't answer to it. We're also running 1 monster reborn because, like I said, as long as we keep bringing that construct back, she's gonna start plussing for us. We're running 1 foolish burial because, like I said, sending any of our Shaddolls off a card effect, this is a good card effect to send them off of, get those effects that we want to pop off. And lastly, for the spells, I'm running 1 foolish burial of goods. I really like this card in tandem with, you know, if you already got a fusion in the graveyard, you can send your core to the graveyard. That way, whenever your monster gets destroyed, you get your core back and just keep the loop going. So I like running 1 foolish burial of goods because it has been useful for that aspect. And that's it for our spells. For the traps, we're running 1 trap, and that's your Shaddoll core. And like I was saying, to be able to have this card sent to the graveyard off a card effect, either construct, foolish burial of goods, schemata, whatever you want to send, it's gonna be able to start getting that fusion card back to your hand. Because if you got the fusion card in your hand, you're still plussing. But that is it for our main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 1 El Shaddoll construct because construct, that's our girl. She gets out there, she starts getting those power plays for us. You know, you just gotta keep her protected. We're running 2 El Shaddoll Winda. El Shaddoll Winda is good. You just don't want to get locked under your own blanket effect. The fact is, this really hurts Thunder Dragons. It's very good for you than many other decks because a lot of decks want to go link spam. Just make sure they can't do that. You know, your Salaman Grave matchup, this right here, put this out there. You pretty much tell them, slow down, sir. We're running the 1 El Shaddoll Shikanaga, and this is very useful for us because there are some extra deck monster effects that pop off that, you know, can be very problematic. So, you know, whenever they activate their crazy effects, have this out there in 3K defense because that's hard for most decks to get over. Put it out there in 3K defense and just say, what you gonna do, sir? We're also running 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. This is used getting off the super polymerization. But the fact that this card, if it's destroyed and leaves the field, it's going to wipe the board for all special summon monsters. So that's a good reset button, and I like that effect a lot. We're also running 1 Ascension Sky Dragon. A lot of people would say this card's not very good. You got to make your plays right, and you got to see the right window to open. You don't want to make this first turn if you know your opponent has an Ash or Effect Wave or something like that. But the reason why I really want to run this card is you use Construct and Falco, make this. Whenever it does get destroyed, you're able to bring back your Construct and your Falco and then start generating more plays. But usually most of the time you make this guy, he's going to be 4K, so you're going to probably end the duel if you get this on board. We're also running 1 Trishula because this deck can really go into Trishula really well, and to be able to eat 3 cards is very useful. We're still running the 1 Cyframe Lord Omega because, like I said, people are going to want to hit your construct, and the fact that you can go into this card and be able to get your construct back and still keep your plays going is very useful to you. We're running 1 Black Rose Dragon because Black Rose Dragon just hit the reset button. We're also running the 1 Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. This is good, making sure that you get it out there with your construct or any other high level monster that you have out there. It's going to protect them from, you know, targeted effects, monster effects, things like that. So that's very useful to you. And it's the protection that you need that can, you know, really stall out your opponent. Your opponent really can't, you know, have some answers to it. We're running the 1 Wee Witch Apprentice because Wee Witch Apprentice is just good. We got a lot of dark monsters in the deck. Put it out there, get those bump ups, and, you know, make it so the dolls are hard to get over. We're running the 1 Lamphonicus because it's generic. 2 link pointers pointing down, helps us keep facilitating more plays. And we're also running the Nightmare engine with the 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 1 Nightmare Cerberus, and the 1 Nightmare Unicorn. They all have their each effect that's very useful. To be able to pop a back row off of this card, to be able to pop a monster, and also to be able to spin back. They're all very useful effects that can be very helpful to you depending on what your game state is. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. Once again, go over and check out Team FTK's channel. Give them boys some love. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, too, be sure to check the links below for any content down there that you might like. This is Emmanuel from Team DBZ Biscuit. We're out.